currently doing some research about culture and holidays. So this group is doing Day of the Dead, and apparently on Day of the Dead, they do eat some special food. They eat caskets and bread and sugar and candy. I'm pretty sure that it's actually bread shaped like caskets, but you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't really know about the actual Mexican culture. The apocalypse hit this desk. You can tell because of the way it is. Okay, you know that new Ava Max song, Sweet But Psycho? I'm pretty sure that's the teacher anthem for the end of the year, because that's how I'm feeling. I'm sweet, but I'm a little bit psycho. Hi, strangers. I know I've been absent for like 75 billion years now, and honestly, the real reason is I've recorded several different things, but I just don't really have anything that I feel like I really want to share with the world. I don't know, just feeling kind of like uninspired and not really sure what sorts of things I should share because I'm not like super good at everything, so I don't know. Anyway, so I thought today I would just hop on and give a couple little updates, things that I've tried recently that I like, that make me like an official teacher of the world, because I'm trying things that other teachers have been doing for years, and just kind of be present again because it's been a second. So it's April, I don't even know what day, 26th. We're almost to the end of the year. We officially have 24 days left of school. We're winding down. This next week is going to be our last week of our literacy program, and then we're almost done with math too. So that was right. That's somebody's coming into my room. Anyway, so we're just about finished with math too. So we're really winding it down at the end of the year. So I'm just going to show you a couple things that I'm trying to do to keep my sanity till the end of the year. And yeah. Okay, first thing, we're talking about plants, and we're growing beans in little bags. Okay, so this is the coolest thing. I've never thought to do this, nor did I really think that this was going to work really well. So here's mine right here. So I'll just show you mine. So basically, the little beans are finally starting to sprout. Okay, this morning I only had this sprout, and now I have these two. I'm like more excited about this than the kids are. Anyway, so basically what you do is you take a plastic bag and you put a paper towel in there, and you put some staples along the top. It was supposed to be along this line, but my stapler didn't reach there. It's fine. And then you put 3 little green bean seeds in there and a little bit of standing water down at the bottom. And then you hang them in the window, and then the beans sprout. And the kids are able to see, like hers is starting to sprout right there. Hers is sprouting. Anyway, so then they sprout and the kids can see how plants grow because it's all open to see. So that's been super fun. And now a quick PSA for your afternoon. If you are trying to choose a teacher outfit and you're thinking, oh, how fun, I'll have like some statement shoes. Just be careful what color you select. White shoes, the worst choice for teachers everywhere. I didn't realize so many kids would step on my feet during the course of one single day. But now we know, and now you know. The more you know, the less white shoes you wear. Other update that I totally just forgot about until this moment when I walked back into this room, we were able to use our school textbook money. Our school gets a fund for textbooks, and we obviously don't need textbooks to buy read-alouds that I can use to help teach. So I got a boatload. So this is just actually some of them. There's still a bunch that I've already put away into my boxes, which are getting an overhaul this summer because those are not the most effective storage system, regardless. I ordered all of mine through Thrift Books, which is just a used bookstore online, and I got a ton of books. So I got a bunch of science books. This one is great for animal adaptations. And then I wanted to show you 2 of my favorites. I'll talk about those in just a second. I also found a bunch of fun phonics ones. We're going to have to talk about that one too. More science. This whole series is really great. They all are in there. Great for opinion writing, great for creativity, just a classic teacher must have. These are hilarious, and they're perfect for point of view because it tells fairy tales all from the other side of somebody's stories. Like The Princess and the Frog is told from the Frog Prince, Rapunzel's told from the evil stepmother. We got 2 sets of those. I got this because it matches with First Aid Jitters. This is a really old book, but it is perfect for my Wonderwall at the beginning of the year, so I grabbed that too. And then a couple just fun beginning of the year books. Okay, let me tell you about these 3, my favorite. Okay, this one I did not know it was going to be my favorite, but for as long as I can remember while I've been teaching. So scratch that. For the past 2 years, I've been wanting a book that shows kids why it doesn't work to write words without vowels, because we all know that student who spells words without vowels. Well, here it is. This story starts without any vowels in it, and then the two vowels get married to each other and they have kids, and then by the end they're able to have all the vowels and the letters. I am so excited to read this to my students. Then I need to tell you about these two books because they're the greatest books to ever exist for Writer's Workshop. So this first one is called One Day the End, and I stumbled across this and it saved my life and every other teacher I know. So if you don't know this yet, you need to know this book. I'm going to show you this. So basically it starts out and they'll say, one day I went to school. I came home. The end. Literally how every student in your class writes. And they're like, I don't have anything else to say. But it shows these epic pictures of all these crazy things that happened. And you're like, okay, obviously that was not the end of the story. There's details in there. And so it helps the kids see that when they're telling just those parts, they're skipping the whole story in the middle. And because it just says that in here, they want to know what happened in here. And it gets them really thinking about adding details to their story about what happened. It's beautiful. So great story for inspiring lots of details writing. And this one is called Ralph Tells a Story. He cannot find anything to inspire his writing. He's having a really, really hard time. And in the end, he sees a worm at the park or something like that. And so he ends up writing a story about a worm. So it's mostly just talking about how you can find ideas for stories anywhere. Great book. So, moral of the story is use used bookstores because they're awesome, and buy tons of books because they're also awesome. And buy One Day the End and Ralph Tells a Story because those books are amazing. Okay, one last thing that I finally tried that's been like all the hype of the world of Instagram teachers is glue sponges. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but essentially what you do is you take a container. Oh, and let's just talk about for a second. Every teacher ever says that they find these perfect snack containers at the dollar store, and I have never found them. And then I miraculously walked in and they had them all on the shelf. So I bought 24 because that's what you do. So I bought one of these, and then the little dollar store sponges that fit in them. Mine have scrubbies on the sides, and I'm currently trying to see if I need to peel those off, if the sponge works better without or with. So stay tuned for that update. So you put a sponge in a container, and then you empty a bottle of glue. Can you see all the glue in there? Over top of the sponge. Okay. You leave it overnight and it all soaks in. So this one has all the glue soaked into it now. And then watch this magic. Okay, so then the way it works, one-handed container opening, not my forte. You take a piece of paper. Yes, I did just tear up a worksheet to show you this. You dab it on the glue sponge. You don't need to like shove it down in. You just dab it gently. Now my paper has glue on it, the perfect amount, and then I glue it on. My craft is done. This one already doesn't have... I think my sponges absorbed all the glue into that scrubby part and it's not in the middle, and so it's losing glue really fast. So I tried one ripping the scrubby off to see if it'll work. Anyway, the idea is that kids will get the perfect amount of glue. You won't go through nearly as many glue sticks, and because it's sealed, this will last the entire year. So, trying them out in hopes that I will not ever have to buy glue sticks again because I'm kind of over it. And I think that's it for updates I have to share with you. Like I said, I've just been feeling kind of like, YouTube, you know, whatever. Because I don't have a ton of original content to share, nor am I consistent enough to make this interesting. And I personally, while I enjoy watching what other teachers do, don't need to see their daily schedule all the time. So I kind of like just like highlights and gag reels. So I'm trying to find a good balance there to make what I do remotely interesting to other people instead of just a video log of my life like I'm some astronaut stranded on Mars. That was the Martian. Anyway, I will continue to update you as we come up with great things to do for the end of the year. And thank you for your consistency in watching my never very interesting videos. I do appreciate it. That's all I have for you guys today. See ya.